stuff, but it's embarrassing. Went Sahih al-Bukhari 5825, man. Destroys a lot of dawah lies because we bring up Surah 434, wife beating, and they say, no, it's just tapping them with a toothbrush. And not what the passage says. No, it's just lightly. Not what the passage says, right? But we see in the hadith how these things actually played out in real life in the Muslim community and so on. So look at what we have here. Sahih al-Bukhari 5825. Go ahead, I'll go and read it, because that's all we do. Narrated Ikramah, Rifa divorced his wife. So this guy Rifa divorces his wife. Rifa divorced his wife, whereupon Abdurrahman bin Az-Zubair al-Qurazi married her. Another guy marries this dude's ex-wife. Aisha said that the lady came wearing a green veil and complained to her. She complained to Aisha, Muhammad's little child bride, of her husband. And Aisha already had her share of complaints. You know, she got to sit around scraping the semen off this dude all day. Hint to anyone who wants to bring up a bunch of passages about Muhammad constantly being covered in semen. And complained to her, Aisha, of her husband and showed her a green spot on her skin caused by beating. This guy beat his wife until her skin turned green.
Wow.
It was the habit of ladies to support each other. Why do the ladies need to support each other? I thought this is the Islamic paradise utopia and so on, and everyone had justice and so on. But these ladies got to try and defend each other. It was the habit of ladies to support each other. So when Allah's messenger came, look, Aisha's thinking, I'm going to get justice for my sister here. My sister, she's getting beat by her husband till her skin turned green. Don't worry. I'm his favorite little child bride, so I can take care of this for you. I'm going to get justice. So when Allah's messenger came, Aisha said, look what she says, I have not seen any woman suffering as much as the believing women. Look, her skin is greener than her clothes. Woman's wearing a green clothes. Aisha says her skin's even greener than her clothes. But very important there. Islam gave women's rights. Women were treated horribly until Islam came along. Not according to the mother of the faithful here. The mother of the faithful said that Muslim women were treated worse by their husbands than the pagan women were.
Wow.
And this is, I mean, she's in the original generation of Muslims who are all taught by Muhammad. But you know, Aisha's going to do a good job and get justice for her, right? Let's see what happens. When Abdurrahman heard that his wife had gone to the Prophet, he came with his 2 sons from another wife. She said, by Allah, I have done no wrong to him, but he is impotent and is as useless to me as this, holding and showing the fringe of her garment. So she shows up a limp fringe of her garment.
Oh, no.
Says, he's as useful to me as this. Abdurrahman said, by Allah, O Allah's messenger, she has told a lie. I am very strong, and I can satisfy her. I can take her to the hotel and satisfy her. Yes, I can satisfy her. I'm very strong and can satisfy her, but she is disobedient and wants to go back to Rifa. So he says, no, she's just talking trash about me because she wants to go back to her other husband. She wants me to divorce her, right? Allah's messenger said to her, if that is your intention, then know that it is unlawful for you to remarry Rifa unless Abdurrahman has had sexual intercourse with you. So she's in a catch-22 right here, right? She wants to go back to her other husband, but her accusation against her new husband is that he's impotent, and she's not allowed to go back to her other husband until this guy has sex with her, and she's saying he can't have sex because he's impotent.
Disgusting.
Brother David, one small correction. You see there, it says in the English, this is why when you need an Arabic-speaking Christian to correct the lies in the English translation, because remember, guys, you can never, ever trust any English translation for any hadith or any ayah. In the English, what does it say there? It says intercourse, right?
Yeah.
But guess what? In the Arabic, it says hatta yaduqa min usaylatiki, which means literally until the husband taste of her juice.
Wow.
Juice. So question, why do you Muslims hide what the Arabic says?
Wow.
Maybe
Disgusting.
because it's embarrassing.
That's tough.
So it says, then the Prophet saw 2 boys with Abdurrahman and asked him, are these your sons? On that, Abdurrahman said, yes. The Prophet said, you claim what you claim, i.e. that he is impotent, but by Allah, these boys resemble him as a crow resembles a crow. So he's telling this woman, hey, you're stuck here because you say he's impotent. You can't have sex with him, and therefore you can't go back. So you're stuck with this guy. And as far as him beating you, we know you're lying because he had these 2 other sons with a different woman, as if a man can't become impotent at some point in the future after having children and so on. Anyway, the point here is this just destroys the dawah lies with the women and their justifications for 434 in all kinds of ways. And just because I see it almost every day on X, Islam gave women rights. Islam this, Muhammad is the greatest man ever. Okay, are we supposed to believe you, new dawah clown who just learned the script 2 weeks ago and are posting it all over the place? Or should we listen to Aisha, the mother of the faithful, who said that the best generation, remember, that's the best generation of Muslims, the best generation of Muslims treated their wives worse than pagan men treated their wives?
So all in all, what we see here is that we see a woman who's getting abused by her husband, and it's not like it's ambiguous. It's so evident that her skin is greener than the green dress she's wearing. And then she comes to Aisha for help because that they used to support each other. And so Muhammad takes her to the prophet who's supposed to do something good, supposed to protect them. So right, he's supposed to be their moral example. He does nothing. He doesn't reprimand the man. As a matter of fact, he sides with the man and basically says the woman is lying, and that he actually she has to taste the man has to taste her juices before she can leave him and go back to the other man. Nice.
And she's stuck with him.
She's stuck with him.
She's stuck with a guy who beats her until her skin turns green. There's no way out for her, and it's all justified according to Surah 4, verse 34.
What a beautiful.
And y'all know what happened when that guy took his wife back home after she went and ran to the prophet and ratted him out and everything. Oh, I bet you she took a good beat.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I bet her entire body was green that night. And then she learned not to complain, and Aisha learned it's a total waste of time to try and get justice from the guy who took her when she was 9.
Yeah.
Wow. 434 was definitely implemented that night.
The 434 was largely implemented.
He didn't even have to fear disobedience. It was there. Clear cut.
it was clearly there.
Think about it. Where are you going? Where's she going? Where's she going now? She went straight. She got taken straight to the prophet.
Wow.
And he condemned her. Where are you going after that? It's just, nope. That's your life. That's your life, lady.
Okay.